Hey, everybody. Was going to play Commander tonight, but could not find a fourth, so we're just doing a chat and chill. Friends are welcome to join if they want to. Just let me know there in chat. You got to be a part of the Discord so I can send you the link. But anyway, how's everybody? How are you doing today, Tom?
Doing good. Really wanted to play today, but sorry we couldn't get a fourth. It would have been awesome. Nice Tuesday night. But just as happy to hang out with you guys.
Yeah, I appreciate you being here. And anyway, how you doing today, Tortoise?
Doing pretty good. Yeah, I was really fighting to get people to join the game tonight because I really want to play the Turtles deck, since I've played it.
Yeah, me too. Me too. I wanted to play my turtle deck to see if I could pull some of those new cards that I put into it out.
Yeah.
Because I hadn't added any new cards to it since last time I played it.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't always pull the cards that you want to pull all the time because you never know what you're going to pull out of your deck because it always plays different every time you play it.
Right. I mean, that's if you're not rigging your deck and setting it up.
True. Very true.
Like Tom does before every match.
That's what I'm saying. That's called mana weaving, which is very, very frowned upon.
I used to mana weave. I used to mana weave when I was a kid, where you put a land every 2 cards in.
Yes. Yep.
Wow.
I would do land, like sorcery, artifact, instant, and then creature. So it was that was the 3. You know what I'm trying to say? And then everyone's like, Tom, you can't do that. That's illegal. And then that's when we started putting all the cards out, one by one. And then those days came to an end.
Wow. Right. Well, y'all want to look at some spoilers?
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, they did release some Circuit of Strixhaven spoilers today.
Oh yeah. They did.
Yep. Sure did. All right. Best place I've found to go is MTG Go Fish.
Mm.
The best place I found. All right. I already got the cards put in here. Now don't ask me to read these because I ain't gonna read these on foreign language right now.
Right.
We are getting the archives again, like they did last time we was in Strixhaven, which is awesome. So Kryptonites. Everybody can join the stream if they want. All they gotta do is let me know, and I'll send them a link in the Discord. But let me see about blowing this up. There we go. Good. Wish I could add you to do that, Tortoise, but I have to control everything.
That's right. That's fine.
Yeah. But don't ask me to read these foreign language because I can't.
Right.
But anyway, we're getting Sub Cane Shaker.
Cane Shaker. Kryptonite. Whoa.
We're getting the Mystical Archives back, which is awesome. Like I was saying, Giant Growth. 1 mana target creature gets +3/+3 in a turn. Not a bad Mystical Archive.
The art's a callback to one of the original artworks for Giant Growth.
I'll let you read this next one. It's a Mystical Archive too.
Subterranean Tremors. It's a sorcery, costs 1 red and X. Subterranean Tremors does X damage to each creature without flying. Effects is 4 or more, destroy all creatures. Or artifacts, destroy all artifacts. Effects is 8 or more, create an 8/8 red lizard creature token. Interesting.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Mm-hmm.
Here's a card that I'm wanting. Vampiric Tutor.
Mm-hmm.
1 mana, search your library for a card, then shuffle and put that card on top. You lose 2 life. Such a great tutor. I mean, this tutor right here, it needed a reprint because it hasn't been printed in quite some time, hasn't it?
couple years.
Awesome.
Somewhere around Brothers of War Block was reprinted one of those sets.
Hmm.
Yeah.
You want to read? You want to read the next one there, Tom?
Was that Smallpox?
Yep.
That's one of my favorites.
When this card reaches 40 years old, it's called Shingles.
When it reaches 50, it's called Tom. Each player loses 1 life, discards a card, sacks a creature of their choice, then sacrifices a land of their choice.
Ooh.
Just if somebody jumped out ahead on you, if the whole table jumped out ahead on you, it's like the perfect card to play. Just straightens everybody out.
Yeah.
Remember the first time I seen that card was in the feature set block.
Not a bad card either.
Mm-hmm.
No, I always liked it when you're behind. Yes, you're going to lose a land, but if you're behind on everything else, like it just kind of balance. It's like a black balance a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
Early game.
Here you go, Tortoise.
We got Force of Will. You know it, you love it. 3 generic, 2 blue. Instant, you may pay 1 life and exile a blue card from your hand rather than pay the mana cost. Counter target spell.
Nice.
I would like that version of Force of Will.
Yeah. I mean, they got some beautiful art on these cards.
Mm-hmm.
Now, all these cards are reading off as Mystical Archive so far. We got Deduce for 1 and a blue instant. Draw a card and investigate.
Ooh, investigate. An interesting card.
That's not bad.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, really, you get to draw, for 4 mana, you get to draw 2 cards.
Right, which is not amazing, but it's not horrible. But it's in doses of 2, so it's good.
Yep. I mean, you can draw that second card later.
Right.
You want to read the next one, Tom?
Was that Disdainful Stroke?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, counter target spell with mana value 4 or greater.
Pretty good, I think.
Yeah, I mean, that's gonna make someone pretty pissed off, but
Yeah.
That card was first printed in Tarkir, Dragons of Tarkir.
Yep.
Black.
It's not a bad card.
No.
I mean, it's standard playable, and it will be in standard because it's still in standard now.
Mm-hmm.
So standard will be able to actually play this artwork in standard if they get it out of their packs.
Right.
Not bad.
Right.
We got 2 more. We got Reprieve, 1 and a whites instant. Turn target spell to its owner's hand and draw a card. Nice. This is kind of like a counter spell, right?
it's like a white kind of counter spell. But yeah, I mean, it's like a white. I know that there's a white counter spell.
There's a blue counter spell. Can't remember the name. It's from Ravnica originally. Counter target spell, then you draw a card. That's what this is.
Oh, not bad.
And you return it to its owner's hand. Remand is what it's called. Lone Wolf.
Hey, what's up?
What's up? I see you made it to the party.
What's up, Lone Wolf?
How's it going?
Going pretty good. How are you being today?
It's been one of them days, but I'm here.
I won't put you on the spot. I'm gonna let you read this next card.
Let's see if I can read.
It is if you want to.
I'll at least read this one. As an additional cost to cast this spell, sacrifice a creature. Creatures you control gain indestructible until the end of turn and put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control.
Nice.
Sounds good.
Duty beyond death. 1 and a white, that's pretty cheap. Pretty good instant.
Yeah, you sacrifice a creature to protect your board.
I'd sacrifice a 1/1 token for this any day.
Wait, I thought you'd sacrifice an Eldrazi to protect your 1/1 token. Fuzzy
Nah.
Falcon.
So, Fuzzy Falcon. All right, these are commander cards. One way you tell the difference between the commander cards, the easiest way for me, is I look at the little mana symbol that's on the side of the card there. Because if you look at these, well, these are mystical archives.
Right.
The mystical archives will not be standard, except for maybe Disdainful Stroke. But see if I can find a standard card real quick.
No, up.
Right here's a
Up.
all right. Right here's a standard symbol. Right here is a commander symbol. But anyway, right here is where we're at.
Mm-hmm.
All right, who wants to read Simone?
All right, Simone. Simone, Infinite Analyst. 1 generic, blue and green, 0/4 legendary creature human wizard. The first spell you cast with X in its mana cost each turn costs 1 less to cast for each +1 counter in Simone. Whenever you cast your first spell with X in its mana cost, the 2 +1 counters on Simone.
So, does someone in our group have a Zimone deck?
That was
Yes.
Hillbilly.
Me?
What's that? Hillbilly does?
Yep.
Yeah, it's a manifest deck.
It's a manifest dread, which this Simone will not work with it. Pretty good, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I'm curious on what the X cards are going to be for the deck.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. I'll read the next one. Killing Decisive Mentor. Killing Decisive Mentor. For 1 white and or black, 2/3. Whenever an enchantment you control enters, tap up to 1 target creature and gold it.
Nice.
Oh, nice. Whenever 1 or more creatures that are enchanted by or you control attack, draw a card. Now, if a creature is golded, does not mean it is enchanted by an aura. So, you can put auras on your opponent's creatures, and then when they attack, you get to draw a card. Just a little bit of strategy there. All right, who wants the Quintorius?
I'll take that one. So, Quintorius can be used as your commander, which is a whole different conversation, right?
Yep.
Because
Right.
they're trying to figure out how to get these, they have so many good planeswalkers, but people can't use them as their commander. So do you think that we're going to see a lot more of these planeswalkers that we can use as a commander to start coming out as opposed to the regular ones?
It's a possibility. Last Strixhaven, we had a Quintorius deck, and it was a planeswalker, and it was the commander too.
The only thing I think holding this card back is the forecasting cost. It's just because the second time it's going to be, it's going to cost a ton, right? But whenever one or more cards leave your graveyard, create a 3/2 red and white spirit token. The +1 is you may discard a card. If you do, draw 2 cards, then mill a card. And spirits you can control gain double strike and vigilance in a turn. To me, this is an interesting. I mean, I'm always looking for good Boros. I wonder how this would go based on the forecasting cost. Like the other 2 or 3, right? So, and just that extra 1 sometimes, and especially in red and white, does that slow you down as far as being able to recast?
Well, red-white in this set in Strixhaven is going to deal with flashback. So keep an eye out for good flashback cards.
Yep. Flashback is a card in your graveyard. When you play the flashback, it comes out of your graveyard and goes to exile.
Yep.
So that will trigger Quintorius to make that 3/2 red and white creature token.
Right. Yep, Quintoris is going to be a flashback based deck, so
Yep.
keep an eye
That's
out.
what, yep. If I'm thinking, that's what the last one was in Strixhaven.
Mm, should have been.
All right, who wants the next?
I want the white card.
All
All right.
right, Lone Wolf, you want the Rutha?
Give me a second. I'm having a hard time seeing.
Well, if you want me to, I can read it. I mean, you don't have to if you don't want to. I mean, it's fine.
Yeah, I'm on my phone and I'm having a hard time seeing.
Okay. All right. Rutha Mastering the Moments for 2 blue and a red 3/4 orc sorcerer. At the beginning of combat on your turn, if you cast an instant or sorcery spell this turn, create an XX blue and red elemental creature token with flying and haste, where X is the greatest mana value among instants and sorcery spells you've cast this turn. Not bad. Not bad. So let's go and deal them with instants and sorceries. So that's going to be a deck with a lot of instants and sorceries. Okay.
Right.
Go ahead, Taurus. Read your right one there.
All right. Hold on. Okay. So we got Inganjo, this Dinosaurian. 3 mana, 2 generic and a white for 2/3. Surprisingly not legendary. Creature Fox Advisor. Has vigilance. Comes into play prepared, right? Or no, it doesn't say comes in prepared.
Yep, it comes prepared.
All right. Whenever you attack with 2 or more creatures, this creature becomes prepared. While it's prepared, you may cast a copy of its spell. Yeah, it doesn't say comes into play prepared.
No. Yeah, some creatures do, some don't. This does not come in prepared, unfortunately. You have to attack with 2 or more creatures, then it'll be prepared.
But it comes prepared with a very fun spell, Replenish, which I own a copy of. Costs 3 generic and a white. Sorcery. So return all enchantment cards from your graveyard to the battlefield.
Sweet.
So good.
Yep. A sorcery on a creature. I think this is the first prepared creature type we got on that I've shown so far.
Right.
But this does not tap because it has vigilance, was pretty good. And you only have to attack with 2 or more creatures. At least 2 creatures. Then you can cast a replenish for 4 mana.
Right.
And you still have to pay for the replenish part. It ain't free, but yet you still can cast it for 4 mana.
Right.
Pretty good, actually. Hey, Matthew, Mrs. Fiddlesticks.
Matthew!
And, yep. Thank you, Matthew. Yeah, and there's some good arts on these cards. It is. All right. You want Dina there?
Yeah, I'll take that, Hillbilly. I was reading this card, and whenever you sacrifice a creature, draw a card. This Billy Going triggers once each turn. Tap 2 and tap it. Sacrifice another creature. You gain X life and put X +1/+1 counters on target creature you control, where X is a sacrifice creature's power.
Ooh.
So I'm thinking, like, I would love to build this. This looks like, I mean, Galta. What's that 18/6? Is it Yargle? Is it Yargle? Like an 18/4 or an 18/6?
Yep.
Like every big heavy hitter creature I could think of would, and then to be able to, it's black green. So how would you, I guess Galta would be phenomenal for it, right? Because then you just spit them all out and then you start sacking them, right?
Yep.
And then if you get Veto out there, or right, if you put Veto Dust Rose out there, and then what's the black enchantment enduring? What's the black enduring
Oh,
enchantment?
yeah, I know what you're talking about. 'Cause I
Right,
got
because-
that in my Egger deck.
Enduring and tenacity.
Right. Doesn't that say whenever I gain life, my opponents lose? Am I
Yes.
right to say that? And
Yep.
it's both, and it's all three opponents?
Yep.
Yeah. So you do that and you sack Yargle, that's 18 across the board. And I'm gaining 18. Like that's
Yep.
like this looks like something that's fun. I would love to build this.
Yep. If I'm not badly mistaken, this is the commander. But next cards are standard. We got storm card. There's lands. And I'm liking these lands. I do like these lands. Storm cards coast. It's a reprint. Anyway, this land enters tapped unless you control 2 or more other lands. All right, so turn 3, you're playing this. You get a red and aura blue. And the dual land doesn't come in tapped. And it will not turn Verge lands on, but it's still pretty good land. Well, it's possible for you to play these untapped. Storm card coast is, blue and red. Sundown Pass. I'm going to go ahead and read off these lands here. Sundown Pass is red and white. Dreamroot Cascade is green and blue. Shattered Sanctum is black and white. Yeah, they got different prints of these lands also. Deathcap Glade is black and green. And from my understandings, from what I heard, is this is not a full cycle of these lands, but they're going to give us another cycle of these lands when we go back into In-Universe, which that will be in Reality Fracture.
Could be.
By the time we get Reality Fracture, we should have 10 of these, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
Then here's the basic lands. All right, somebody want to read this land here?
Mm-hmm. Sky Coach Waypoint taps add a colorless and pay 3. Target creature becomes prepared.
Pretty good, actually. Pretty good land. So, your creatures that are not prepared, you play this, pay 3, boom, it's prepared.
Yeah.
Can you define prepared for me?
All right, prepared. Let me go back up here to this one.
Sorry.
You're fine. All right, in general, Historian. It's 2 cards, pretty much, on a creature. But, you got your creature card, then you got your instant or sorcery. So some of them are instants and some of them are sorcery, which is 2 different spells. Now, in order to play the instant or sorcery, you have to have a creature that is prepared. So you have to get, whatever the card wants in order to be prepared. Like this one for example, this one wants you to attack with 2 creatures before you can play Replenish.
So if I attack with 2 or more creatures, then it gets that prepared ability attack.
Correct.
Attached to it, correct?
Correct.
And then I can do that. Is that just to the end of turn, or does he get unprepared some way?
No, he stays prepared until you cast the instant or sorcery. They stay prepared until you cast the instant or sorcery.
That's attached to the card.
Right.
So once I play Replenish,
Then it becomes unprepared.
Unprepared again, and then can I recast that if I prepare him again?
Yep.
Yes.
Oh,
Sure can.
God, that's interesting.
Yep. Once this card here is out, and you attack with 2 or more creatures, it comes prepared. So then you can cast Replenish. Then it is unprepared. Well, you attack with 2 more creatures. The next following turn, is prepared again, so you can cast replenish again.
Wow.
It's kind of like turning instants and sorceries into enchantments.
Mm.
It's on a creature.
But you would still have to pay the replenish cost, right? So you
Yep.
have to pay the full.
Correct. You'll still have to pay the cost.
And
of
you could
whatever's
only do it,
attached.
and you could only do it as a sorcery. It looks
Mhm.
like in this case, right?
Correct.
It's basically replenish the card, if you remember replenish from back in the day. Just on a creature that can be cast, because every time you cast it, cast is a spell from the creature.
Right.
So it can still
Right.
be countered.
Correct.
Mhm.
Still can be countered. But then here's the regular versions of the lands.
Mm.
Then here's a artifact.
Yeah, Diary of Dreams. Costs 2 generic. It's an artifact book. Book is now a subtype.
Hmm.
Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, put a page counter on this artifact. Pay 5 mana, draw a card. This ability costs 1 less to activate for each page counter on this artifact.
Not bad, I don't think. If you cast 5 instant or sorceries, then you can just draw a card for free without having to pay that 5.
Or run in a play for a deck.
Yeah.
Oh.
After you cast 1, then you can proliferate.
Yep.
Not bad.
Not bad at all. It's already $3.
Yeah, well, you can't pay attention to these prices, to be honest.
Yeah, because I don't see those lands being $24.
Right. See, that's Diary of Dreams. Okay, here's another artifact.
Mm-hmm.
You want this one, Tom?
The which one am I looking at? Oh, the Diary of Dreams.
No, the next one.
I'm sorry.
You're
Biblioplex
fine.
Tombkeeper.
Yep.
When this creature enters, choose up to 1. So they're not using the ETB anymore, right? They just say enters. I guess they're just
Yep.
saving on words.
Right.
Target creature becomes prepared. Only creatures with prepared spells can become prepared, and target creature becomes unprepared. So they're really going to go heavy on this, I guess, huh?
Yeah. So with this, you cast it. You take a creature that's not prepared. You can prepare it, or you target one of your opponent's creatures and unprepare it.
I'm
Oh, yeah.
have to get used to that one.
Yep. Next, we got the Dawning Arcade.
Yep.
10 mana 7/7. Ooh. 7/7 for 10 mana. This is standard. But this spell costs 1 less to cast for each instant and sorcery card in your graveyard. And it has reach. Whenever the Dawning Architect attacks, you may cast target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard without paying its mana cost. That spell will be put into your graveyard. Exile it instead. Ooh.
Well, that's going in a red-blue Spellslinger deck, I would assume.
Yeah.
The red-white one, too. That's what they're
Right.
focusing on.
Yep. This is pretty good. I mean, yeah, it does cost 10. It is a 7/7. But if you sling a bunch of instants and sorceries, you can get this down to where you can cast it pretty cheap. What's up, Dark Master? Yeah, you're right, Matthew. These are pre-order prices. But this card here, I like it actually.
It doesn't have Annihilator on it. Boo.
No,
Boo.
it ain't no Eldrazi. But it is a coldest spell. It does cost 10, but you can get it cheaper. Not bad. You know what? With today's ramp, you can ramp up to it pretty good.
Oh, yeah. Turn to this.
Yep. All right. I'll let somebody else take the next one.
Together as one. 6 mana sorcery, colorless. Target player draws X cards together as one, deals X damage to any target, and you gain X life. And the X is the number of colors spent to cast a spell. And you draw X cards too. I forgot that.
6 mana. So it's kind of hollering to me.
Yeah, the max on this is 5.
Correct.
Yeah. But what it's hollering to me is a 5-color deck.
Right?
Then you do 5 damage.
Put it in your Turtles deck.
It would work. Because it's a 5-color deck.
My only problem is the sorcery.
Yeah, it is a sorcery.
Nice. That'd be nice to finish when you got 5 mana up, you know?
Yep. I mean, it does cost 6, but you're only going to get 5 damage out of it.
Right.
5 more damage. We get 5 more damage.
I think this card's. I think it's pretty good, actually.
Not horrible.
No. Then it's more arc than alternate arts. These cards.
Yep.
Now here we go. Here's some new
Oh,
cards.
here's the new charms, right?
Are
Yep.
they getting the foil S treatment?
I think some of them are, and there is a chase card, a serialized card.
Interesting. We know Tom's gonna go for the chase.
Yep. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and read the first charm. Sepulchral Charm for a white and a black. Choose one. Put 2/1/1 counters on target creature. Exile target creature with power 2 or less. Or each opponent loses 3 life and you gain 3 life. Not bad. Doing what white does, gain life.
Yeah.
That would go in my Karloff deck.
The Witherbloom charm costs a green and a black. It's instant. You may sacrifice a permanent. If you do, draw 2 cards. You gain 5 life. Or destroy target online permanent with mana value 2 or less. So here's the question. You're in school and your teachers are teaching you to kill things?
Yeah. Good question. All right, Tom, you can read the next one.
Blue-green. Counter target spell unless its controller pays 2. Destroy target enchantment. And target creature has base power and toughness 5/5 to end of turn.
Not bad. We done read these 2.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here's 2 more.
Man, there's so many anti-Soul Ring cards going right now.
Yeah. We got Lorehold Charm. Now, Lorehold Charm is a red and white Boros. Each opponent sacrifices a non-token artifact of their choice. Return target artifact or creature card with mana value 2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Or creatures you control get +1/+1 and gain trample until end of turn.
That's nice.
Then you got Prismari Charm, which costs a blue and a red. And it's instant. It says choose one. You surveil 2 and draw a card. And Prismari Charm deals 1 damage to each of 1 or 2 targets. Or return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. There's 2 modes on here I'd use more than this middle one. Jeez.
Yep.
All right. And then the rest of the line's already been read.
Yeah, there's Quandrix. Yep. All right, now we got some more standard cards. We got Conculus Duelist for 2 white, 2 black, 4/3, Nor Warlock. When this creature enters, draw a card. Each player loses 1 life. So you'll lose 1 life and your other players will lose a life. He has a ability called Rapidity. I guess that's how you say it. But anyway, whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell that targets a creature, exile up to 1 target creature, Return that card to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of the next end step.
Ooh.
So it's a blank card. Not bad.
I think it's enunciated conciliators duelist.
Yeah,
Conciliator duelist.
don't let me pronounce that. You know what happens.
Yeah.
But then we got Hardened Academic next, which is a red-white 2/1 bird cleric with flying haste. Discard a card. This creature gains lifelink until turn, which is really solid for the deck it's going for.
Mhm.
Whenever one or more cards leave your graveyard, put +1 counter on this creature, on target creature you control.
Not bad. Not bad at all. I mean, it can attack as soon as it comes in. It is a 2/1,
Right.
but you can discard a card, give it life link. And then if a card leaves your graveyard, you put a 1/1 counter on it, or you put 1/1 counter on a different creature.
Right.
Not bad.
Yeah.
All right, Tom, I'll let you get that last card on the very end.
You're going to have to define increment. What is that ability?
Increments.
Mhm.
We'll have to. I think that's when you with increments. My understandings is like this is a 1/4. So if you cast a card with mana value over 1, then this gets a counter.
Increments triggers whenever you cast a spell, putting a 1/1/1/1 counter on the creature. If that spell's mana value is greater than the creature's current power or toughness.
Right. Well, that's
It's like Evolve, but for non-creatures.
So this says when one or more +1/+1 counters are put on Berta, add 1 mana of any color, and then create a 0/0 green and blue fractal creature token and put X +1/+1 counters on it.
correct.
So my question is, if you have, let's say you have Doubling Season out and you end up putting 2 +1/+1 counters, are you getting 2 mana of any color? Like, can you say I want a blue and a green, or do you have to? It would just be 2 green.
Just 1 because this is when 1 or more +1 counter.
Right. So if
So you only get 1 mana of any color.
But if
No,
you
no.
cast 2 spells, you get
But-
2 mana.
No, but what I'm saying, if I have Doubling Season on board, right, which says if I put a +1/+1 counter on a creature, I get to put 2 +1/+1 counters on a creature.
Right.
Am I going to get my choice of the 1 mana of any color? Because
Yes.
basically 2 +1/+1 counters. So, or would I have to only choose just like 2 green or 2 blue?
Well, see, the way this card reads, whenever 1 or more.
Correct.
It didn't say more.
Oh, 1 or more. Okay, gotcha.
Then yes.
Yes. No, the more nullifies that. So you're only getting
Correct.
1 mana.
Correct.
You got to read the card, explains the card, right?
Yeah.
Yep. And then you pay X to tap this and create a 0/0 green and blue fractal creature token. And whatever you pay into X, you put that many 1/1 counters on it.
When does this set come out for pre-release, Hillbilly?
Next month.
Like paper. Like when does it come out? It comes out in the middle of April?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, that's Bertha. Color Store. No. All right, we got Color Storm Stallion for 1 blue and red. Elemental Horse 3/3 with Ward 1 and haste. Has the Opus ability. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, this creature gets +1/+1 to end a turn. If 5 or more mana was spent to cast that spell, create a token that's a copy of this creature. So the bigger the spell is, the more of these you'll get.
Mm-hmm.
Not bad.
It's red blue version of the little mite thing, the Scoot Swarm. It's a red blue version of Scoot Swarm.
Yeah. See, in Esper, I will copy, target him over and over. He would airbend himself for free, potentially broken in standard on release. You talked about the Berta there, Matthew.
I think you're talking about Conciliator, the black-white card, 2 black, 2 white.
Oh. Okay. All right, let whoever wants to get the next one.
Oh, you got Silver Quill Disputant. It costs 2 generic, black and white for 4/4. Legendary creature, Elder Dragon.
Ooh.
Has flying vigilance and says each instant and sorcery spell you cast has casualty 1.
Nice.
I don't remember casualty.
All right, casualty is you can sack a creature, a 1/1 and up.
Yeah.
And then you have a ability to go along with it. But with this, I don't tell me what the ability is. So for
Okay, so what happens with casualty? Your instant sorceries. Whenever you cast one, you can sacrifice a creature, and it's going to copy that instant or sorcery.
oh,
Wow.
Now,
okay.
is there a determination on the type of creature that you could sacrifice?
Nope.
I don't believe so.
It just has to be one, or it just has a power of 1 or more.
So just to go totally crude, you could play let's say a lightning bolt, right? And then you could sack an ornithopter and then recast lightning bolt. Is that what we're saying?
Yep.
Correct.
Okay. So you can fork by sacking a creature.
Mm-hmm. Now you want the Witherbloom there?
Yeah, because I keep staring at this. So this has affinity for creatures, which this is the second one that I'd love to do.
Yeah, Witherbloom. Yep. Witherbloom, the balancer. So 8 mana, 5/5.
8 mana, which does seem steep, but with the affinity for creatures, you can get a whole bunch of little guys out there, right?
Yep.
And then instant and sorcery spells you cast have affinity for creatures. Oh man, this would be a ton of fun. I've always wanted to do an Elder Dragon deck. I have all the other, like a bunch of the other Elder Dragons, but just doing like I know you're not supposed to say tribes anymore. It's what do I call them that? Yeah, but now they don't say tribal. It's now kindred, right?
Yeah,
so,
kindred.
But I'd love to do like a kindred Elder Dragon. I don't know. To me, that would always be. I've always wanted to do it, just never did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like this Witherbloom, the balancer.
Yeah,
for 6, a black and a green 5/5. Pretty good creature, I think. Well, yeah, it does cost like you said. It does cost a lot, but
no, if you spit out a bunch of,
if you got a lot of creatures, right? Yeah, when you get a lot of creatures, you can cast this almost for 2 mana.
Right. To me, this one's screaming for like Scoot Swarm. Like,
yeah,
right. You get a bunch of little dudes out there, and away you go. You're casting that pretty much for a black and green.
Yep. All right. Next, we got Quandrix the Proof for 4, 5, 6 mana. Ooh. For 4 green and a blue 6/6 with legendary creature Elder Dragon, Flying, Trample, and Cascade. And it also gives instants and sorcery spells you cast from your hand have Cascade.
Oh my god!
So here's a question: Why didn't they just bring back Discover?
Good question.
Only Tom knows the answer to that.
No, I do not.
All right, I'll let you read take the next one, Taurus.
Prismari. Yeah, the Prismari of Inspiration. 5, 6, 7, 5 generic, a blue red, 7/7 legendary Elder Dragon. Flying, ward, pay 5 life. Instants and sorcery spells you cast have Storm.
Oh, sweet. I love the ward cost on this. Hey, 5 life just to be able to target this. 5 life. 10 bit. In standard, that's quite a bit of life loss.
So what's Storm exactly? Just a counter for what spells you
Storm. So yeah, the way Storm works is, I believe that it counts as how many instants and sorceries you cast all at one turn. Then it copies I think it copies the last one you play or something like that.
I don't know if it's just instant and sorceries. This is what confuses me, because there's a different, like, there's 1,000-Year Storm, and then there is a planeswalker that gives your instant sorcery Storm. I think it's for each spell you cast. Whenever you cast the instant or sorcery, from each spell you cast beforehand, that's how many times you copy it over.
I think it's on the board though, like per turn. So not necessarily on the stack, but
it's stack.
It's I'm saying, but like for the turn though, I think it's Storm reads for the like a Wing Shards target, right? If I play Wing Shards, target attacking player sacrifices X amount of creatures because it has Storm, right? So depending on how many spells were cast that turn is how many that player is going to sacrifice. Am I right to say that?
So I just looked up a card of Storm looked up Storm. Storm says whenever you cast this spell, copy it for each spell you cast before this turn. Copies become tokens. Well, the tokens ability is if you're doing creatures. Mm-hmm. But like Storm says whenever you cast a spell, for each spell before it, you copy it. So if you play Brainstorm first, you get Brainstorm. Then you play Unsummon second, you get 2 copies on Summon. Then if you cast
Shock.
something like Dragonstorm, where you search your library for a dragon permanent card, put it into your hand, you got to do that 3 times.
And that's an instant or sorcery.
Yep. All right, next we got Professor Dylan Fell. 4 mana, 2 black and a green, 5 loyalty planeswalker. All right, +2, you gain 3 life. Then it has a 0 ability. You draw a card and lose 1 life. Then it has a -3. Take 3 loyalty counters from it to destroy target creature. Then -6, you get an emblem with whenever you gain life, target opponent loses that much life.
Which is basically a veto trigger, right? As an emblem?
Oh. Yeah. Now, one thing about this card, I'd like this Planeswalker. For one, starts with 5 loyalty. And to get to that 6, you only have to plus it 1 time. Then the next turn, you can automatically get the emblem. And then then this Planeswalker will have 1 loyalty left. Because once you do that +2, it'll go to 7 loyalty.
I think he's balanced.
Yeah, I think he's balanced pretty good.
I mean, because I don't think anybody's going to just play him and be like, I'm going to be excited to gain 3 life. No, they're going to pay 4 mana to draw a card and lose a life. And they're like, or they're going to destroy a creature right away, which is a 4 mana kill spell right there, and that's about average.
Yeah, I would plus it just to gain the life, just so the next turn I could get that emblem, because I like emblems.
Yeah, you want to plus. Well, people will do that for sure.
Oh, yeah. There you go, Tor. Oh, you done read that one, I think.
Well, hold on. No, that's Stress Dream is the one card we haven't read on that list. Stress Dream costs 3 generic, a blue and a red. It's an instant. It says Stress Dream deals 5 damage to up to 1 target creature. Look at the top 2 cards of your library. Put one of those cards in your hand and the other in the bottom of your library.
Not bad.
Not horrible. It's a retake on an old design.
Yep.
Yeah. I do like that Planeswalker.
Yeah, it's a good Planeswalker, I think.
Tom likes any Planeswalker.
Yep.
Not kidding.
All right. You want Tam or you want me to read Tam, Tom?
I can't even. I'll give it a go. So Tam Observian Squelcher, Sequencer for 2, green and a blue. It's got landfall. Whenever a land you control enters, Tam becomes prepared. And then it's got Deep Sight attached to it also. You draw a card and gain a life. All right, so listen, any card draw is good, right?
Yep. I mean, this card right here is going to be awesome. It's easy to prepare. I mean, it's probably one of the easiest creatures to prepare because of the simple fact it's landfall. So you play a land, it's going to be prepared. So you play this on 4, turn 5, you play a land, boom, it's prepared. Then you pay 2, draw a card, gain a life. Then it's unprepared after you draw a card and gain 1 life. And then next turn you play another land, boom, it's prepared again. Boom,
Or if
you draw another card again.
Yeah, or if you have the ability to, like what's the green one where you can cast 2 lands turn as I'm blanking out. But you can play 2 lands on a turn.
Mm-hmm.
Is it Azusa? What am I thinking? I forget.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
But then you're potentially gaining 2 life, playing 2 lands, and then
that's 2.
twice.
Well, that's 1 instance though. 1 instant.
That's interesting. Deep Sight is an original spell equipped to that creature, so I wonder if it's going to be in the set.
Deep Sights.
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah, it probably won't be in the set because it being on a creature.
Well, these spells are like the other spells we've seen. They're based off real cards.
Yeah.
This one's not on a real card.
It might be a future card. Oh, that's weird. Then I'll take the next one. We have Quandrix, the Proof.
We read this one, right?
Did we already? No?
Yeah, we did. It was the full art version.
Oh, yeah, we did. Dagberleg. Go down to the next one then. Sandfair Unfinished Genius for a blue and a red 0/4. Then Star enters prepared. So this creature already is prepared when it enters the battlefield. So you can tap it to create a treasure, but you can only do that if you cast an instant or sorcery. Then you can, after you cast an instant or sorcery, then you can tap this to add a treasure. Then for 5 mana, after it's prepared, since it's already prepared, you can cast. And if you have 5 mana, you can pay 3 blue and a red to search your library for an instant or sorcery card. Reveal it, put it into your hand, and then shuffle.
Yes.
Now this does not prepare itself, which is weird.
Right. And also another spell that's not a real card.
Wild idea.
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting. And then the set is getting, and then each college is getting a mascot.
Yeah.
So who wants the Silver Quill?
That's a charm. We read that one.
No, Silver Quill, the Dispute.
Yeah, we read that earlier.
Oh,
It's the mascot's the only one we ever read off that line.
oh, okay.
Cost red and white for a 2/2. So whenever one or more cards leave your graveyard, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature.
Not bad.
Mm-hmm.
See, some of these cards, since I'm on this site, they run together. I don't know what I've read, what we've read, what we ain't read.
Mm-hmm.
So let me ask you a question, Tort.
What's up?
If I have a spirit mascot and I Tormod's Crypt my own graveyard, and it
Yeah.
has 30 cards in that graveyard,
Yep.
Am I getting 30 +1/+1 counters on it?
No, because it says one or more. You have to do separate instances.
Okay.
Yep. That more is what
Oh,
gets
there's
you.
that whole more thing again.
Yep.
Yeah, that-
They're trying to have to break cards, apparently.
Yeah. That more is getting you there, Tom.
Yeah, every time.
All right.
So it would have to be one instance of a card leaving the graveyard, either
Right.
by
Because when I first read,
recursion or
When I
Right.
read this card, my brain wanted to think of Treasure Cruise, and I'm like, oh, that'd be amazing if it didn't have that more.
well, which is probably exactly why it's on there.
Exactly.
Mm,
All right.
Old Growth Educator is the only one you haven't read yet.
Okay. Old Growth Educator for 2 black and a green. Tree Folk Druid with Vigilance and Reach 4/4 with Infusion. When this creature enters, put 2 1/1 counters on it if you gain life this turn. And it's easy to gain life in Standard. So this card, I want to say it's pretty good.
Kind of a garbage card.
It's a 6/6 if you gain life.
Yeah, it's kind of a garbage card. It has Vigilance Reach, 4 mana. If you gain life, 6/6 is pretty solid for a vanilla creature.
Mhm.
But you know, it's gonna die to removal all day in Commander. It'd be
Oh,
better
yeah.
in Limited. It's gonna be better in Limited. You might see it in Standard, but I don't think you're going to see a lot of it in Standard.
I don't agree with you. May not see much play in Standard, but I think it's pretty good.
It's a pretty powerful effect. And
Yeah.
you notice a long time ago. I don't know if you remember this, but when Wizards were doing their talent scouting, and they had people come in and do questions to get jobs at Wizards of the Coast, and one of the questions is, what would a green and black card be? Well, what like a green black angel would be? And it was a creature with lifelink and flying, or vigilance and lifelink.
Mm-hmm.
They're bringing that aspect into this set.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Past Mascot and Molten Note are the two.
All right. Go ahead with the Molten.
Molten Note. Red, white, and X. Sorcery. Molten Note deals X damage to target creature equal to the amount of mana spent to cast a spell and tap all creatures of control. Flashback for 8. Holy cow, it's huge flashback cost.
Ooh.
But hold on. We cast this card from a graveyard before the flashback spot, then exile. So, all right. So it'll do 8 damage from the graveyard. Okay. I had to read that. So X can be any number, but from the graveyard, you don't get to pay X. You have to pay 8, and 8 will be your card.
Yeah. Yep. X, red, and whites. I think it might be a good card.
It's better than the Old Growth Educator, I think. But
Yeah.
that's just like the fiery side of me.
Yep. All right, who wants the pest?
Oh, you
I'll
got
take that.
all right.
A pest mascot for 1 black and a green. It's got 2/3 trample. Whenever you gain life, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature.
Solid little. I think it's funny because the mascots are signpost cards. What I'm noticing.
Yep, they are.
Mm.
Then we got Harden Academic. I think we read this already. No, I don't think we did.
No.
Anyway, Harden Academic for Boros, red and whites, Bird Cleric 2/1. Flying haste, discard a card. This creature gains lifelink until end of turn. Whenever one more card leaves your graveyard, put a one counter on it. Yeah, I think we read that already.
I don't remember, but because Hardened Academic, Inkling Mascot, Kirill History Buff, and Lewin Exchange Student are all new cards on this list.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Inkling Mascot costs a white and a black. The creature Inkling Cat. The 2/2 is whenever you cast an instant sorcery spell that targets a creature, this creature gains flying until end of turn. Surveil 1.
Not bad.
Not horrible. Then the next card looks fun. Yeah, Kyrol History Buff, cost a red and white. Legendary creature Vampire Cleric. Interesting.
Ooh.
Whenever one or more cards leave your graveyard, Kyrol becomes prepared. And then it comes with pack a punch. Cost a generic, a red and white sorcery. So the middle card, put 2/1 counters on target creature. It gains trample until end turn.
Not bad if you can get stuff coming out of your graveyard.
Right.
All right, Nick. You want the last one there, Tom?
Which one was that? That's Luluin,
Mm-hmm.
exchange student for 2 black and a green. This enters prepared, and exile a creature card from your graveyard. Luluin becomes prepared. Activate only as a sorcery, and then it has Pest Fiend for black red. Create a 1/1 black and green pest creature token. Whenever this token attacks, you gain a life.
Not bad. So this is prepared, so you can go ahead and get that pest. And then it becomes unprepared until you exile a creature from your graveyard. Then it's prepared again. Not terrible. I mean, it is a 3/4 for 4.
That's all right.
I think it's okay.
It is. The last two cards on this list we haven't read yet.
Okay. Cupid Colony
Yeah.
for a gray, not red, a green and a blue with flash, flying, and trample as increments. Whenever you cast a spell, if the amount of mana you spent is greater than this creature's power or toughness, you put a 1/1 counter on this creature. There's your increments there, Tom.
Mm-hmm.
And that explains how what increment is. So
Right.
This is 2. You play it's a 1/1. So you play a spell that costs 2. This creature will get a +1/+1 counter. Because it's a 1/1.
Just surprised it doesn't have Death Touch on it. It should have Death Touch.
I agree.
But next we got Elemental Mascot, which costs a generic, a blue and a red. It's a creature elemental bird, 1/4, flying, vigilance. Vigilance is something you don't see on blue and red stuff.
Mhm.
Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, this creature gets +1/+0 until end turn. If 5 or more mana was spent to cast this spell or that spell, exile the top card of your library. You may play that card until the end of the next turn.
Kind of like Paralysis.
Kind of. It's like it's Opus. It's like a worse Paralysis.
Yep. Then I don't think we read the Fractal.
No.
All right. Fractal for 4, green, and a blue, 6/6 with trample. Fractal Elk. So a 6/6 for 6 has trample, and whenever this creature enters, tap target creature and opponent controls and put a stun counter on it.
It's kind of lame. It's good. It's a powerful card and limited.
Yep.
But compared to the other mascots, it doesn't seem to have much of a flavor.
Correct.
Uh-huh.
I don't think we read any of these.
No, they're all new. But you only got 2 cards.
Correct.
Yeah. Lumeret's Favor. It's instant that costs a generic and a green. It has Infusion. If you gain life this turn, copy it if you gain life. Woo! When you cast this spell. Target creature gets +2/+4 until end turn. Yep.
Not,
You don't care about life gain.
Yeah, not terrible.
Mm.
Go ahead, Tom.
Which one we got?
Third card right here.
Studious First Weir.
Yep.
For 1 green, this creature enters prepared, and it's got rampant growth. Rampant growth is pretty standard, right? Search the library for a basic land card, put the card onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle.
You know the worst part about this card is? I keep telling Wizards that they need to print more cards like Rampant Growth. That costs 2 mana to search your library for a land card and put it in the battlefield. You know, just the basic land card. Here they legitimately reprint Rampant Growth and make it cost 1 more mana.
Yep.
That's horrible.
Yep.
But it ain't the first time they've done something like this.
True.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you do get a 1/1 body, which is not terrible, right?
Right.
Yep. Then we got Abigail, Poet Lagretz. 1 white and a black. 2/3. So 2/3 for 3. Not bad. It has flying. Bird Bard. Whenever you cast a creature spell, Abigail becomes prepared. So it's not prepared until you cast another creature, which is pretty easy to do. So you can prepare this every turn. And when you do, you get to cast Heroic Sentenza for 1, a white or a black, to put a 1/1 counter on target creature. So you put a 1/1 on Abigail, or you put a 1/1 on that creature you just played.
Yay.
Not bad.
Mm.
And then I'll let somebody read the next one.
Improvisation Capstone costs 5, 6, 7 mana. It's a lesson sorcery. Exile cards from the top of your library until you exile cards with total mana value 4 or greater. You may cast any number of spells from them without paying the mana cost. And it has Paradigm, which I have no clue what that is.
Paradigm is you're gonna love that. Exile cards from the top. So for 7 mana, not bad. Paradigm means you get to cast it more than once. It's a new ability.
Allowing you.
It's almost like a permanent rebound. You get a cast for free each turn after.
Yep. Correct, Lone Wolf.
Allowing you for repeated free spell casting every turn without locking you out of casting other spells. That's disgusting.
I told you like it.
I wonder why it cost 7 mana. I'm like, 4 mana. That's kind of a bad card, but it could be good.
Yeah. So that's each turn. All right. You want the next one there, Tom?
Molten Core Maestro. Maestro.
Yep.
2/2 Menace for a 1 and a red. It has Opus. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. If 5 or more mana was spent to cast this spell, add an amount of red equal to this creature's power.
Not bad. So the bigger you get this creature, before you cast that 5 costing spell, you get extra mana.
I mean, I like that it's a goblin, because anything red, I love goblins, right?
Yep. I do like this capstone card. You know, it does cost a lot, but yeah, once you cast it, it's sweet. All right, next we got Dual Tactics for 1 red mana. Deals 1 damage to target creature. It can't block this turn. Also has flashback for 2.
That's going to be a good card. I think it's reprinted or something.
Usually it'd say reprint on here if it was. But not terrible.
Oh,
It's
this
okay.
This card's going to be good and limited.
What, Dual Tactics?
Yeah. Making a creature not blocked. Yeah, that's going to be huge.
Yep. All right. Tortoise, I know you would like this next one.
Oh, Withering Curse?
Yep.
I already read this earlier. This card is pretty interesting.
Yep.
It costs a generic and 2 black. It says all creatures get -2/-2 until in turn. As a fusion, if you gain life this turn, tortoise.
I think this card's gonna fit well in my Olero deck.
I was just gonna say that. That goes right in Oloro.
Right, lower all the way. But when it if you gain life this turn, you just draw creatures. That's pretty fun. It's a 3-mana board wipe if you gain life.
Yep. Which is not hard in standard. There's a green artifact that's when you cast a spell, you gain life. So it's pretty easy.
Right.
All right, then I'll let Tom read the very last card.
Heated Argument for 4 and a red. It's an instant. Heated Argument deals 6 damage to target creature. You may exile a card from your graveyard. If you do, Heated Argument also deals 2 damage to that creature's controller.
What? Did you notice the picture? It's Chandra and a Johnny going after each other.
Yep. But one thing about this though, the cost is too high for it.
Well, you're going to get spells like that. Not every spell can be a winner.
Right, especially in standard right now, everything's so fast that it's going to be too slow.
Right. Oh, there's a paradigm text. There you go. Grave Researcher is the only one.
Yep. All right, Grave Researcher. At the beginning of your upkeep, surveil 1. Then, if there are 3 or more creature cards in your graveyard, this creature becomes prepared. Now, if it's prepared, you can pay a 1 mana to cast Reanimates at sorcery speed to put target creature card from a graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. Use life equal to that card's mana value.
I like that it's a Warlock because if you have an Outlaw deck, Warlocks are Outlaws, if I'm right.
Yep.
So it kind of adds to that kindred grouping, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, Reanimate's just Reanimate. I mean,
yeah. There you go, Tortoise.
Wisdom of Ages. 4 generic, 3 blue, sorcery. Return all instant sorcery cards from your graveyard to your hand. You have no maximum hand size for the rest of the game. That's a blue version of a green card that exists.
Yep.
And exile Wisdom of Ages.
Not terrible, not bad. Did not like the mana cost, but
yeah, I think that's the only thing that kind of slows it down.
Yep. Especially for standard. This is a standard card. We've been reading these standard cards and I keep standard on my mind and this costs a little too much for standard.
Right. Yep.
Now here is the what to call it card.
The Serialized Chase card?
Yeah, the chase card. It's called Serialized. Oh, gonna be 500 of these cards made.
Huh? Yeah,
And
it's
for
the one with
just-
Ancestral Recall stapled to it. It's the one with Ancestral Recall stapled to it.
How am I supposed to know that with this art?
You're not going to know that.
Exactly. I mean, that's my issue with this card.
Mhm.
I would think it's just a 5/5 for 5 mana.
Right.
And that's it. But anyway, next we got Expedition Tidecaller. 1 mana, 0/2 with Opus. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, target player mills 3 cards. If 5 or more mana was spent to cast that spell, target player mills 10 cards instead.
Oh.
But pretty good. I think. Pretty good mill card if you cast some big spells. Okay.
Am I making a wizard deck again? Is that what's going to happen here?
Then Tortoise takes the next wizard.
You got Pensive Professor. Costs 2 generic and 2 blue. And it has increment. Whenever you cast one or more, or whenever one or more +1 counters are put on this creature, draw a card.
Not bad. I forgot what increment was already again.
This one when you cast an instant sorcery spell.
Oh, that's
more
than his power
or toughness.
or toughness.
Yep.
Not bad. This can grow pretty quick. And you can have the very last card there, Tom.
Emeritus of Ideation. 3 and 2 blue. Flying Ward 2. This creature enters prepared. When this creature attacks, you may exile 8 cards from your graveyard. If you do, this creature becomes prepared. And then you could play Ancestral Recall, an instant for 1 blue. Target player draws 3 cards.
Nice.
So the question I have is, what is the ceiling on this card, price-wise?
Price-wise, these cards have not came out, so there's
No, what's your thoughts on? Is this is this a chase card, or is it just the token that's going to be the chase card? Do you think
the token?
Obviously,
the
the
chase
token's
card.
going to be the chase, but like, is this like a $5 card? Is it a $10 card? Like, what do you think?
It might be. What do you think, Tortoise? I'm not good on pricing cards. I guess Tortoise had to step away for a minute, I guess.
Only because it has Ancestral Recall attached to it. I wonder if people like freak out and say we got to have the card, right?
People are already doing that, so it'd probably be. I would say it'd be maybe a $30 card.
Wow. Okay.
I'm just thinking,
Right.
and don't take my word on that.
No. I'm not good at that either, but I just I wonder when you see the Ancestral Recall attached to it, like I wonder what that would go for. Like we saw a Black Lotus attached to a black card, or you know, like I'm wondering, or Time Walk, right? Like,
right.
Obviously, all the Power 9 are coming, right?
It might again.
What's that?
This is part. It might again because this is part of it.
No, I think that if they've been looking for a way to do this for quite some time.
Yeah.
Now it seems that they've found a way to get the Power 9 on a card.
Yeah. One thing, Kane Shaker said there are way too many videos about people freaking out about this card. And yes, Kane Shaker, you are right. People are freaking out about this card just because of the Ancestral Recall.
Now, are they freaking out in a positive way or a negative way?
Panic way.
Like a FOMO panic way, or they're upset
like this card,
because
they're
like it's gonna
upset
break the reserve list.
The Ancestral Recall is what they are being negative about it
Okay.
because of the Ancestral Recall.
Mm-hmm.
But what they don't understand, I mean, yeah, because you can cast an Ancestral Recall, but first time you play this, if you have 6 mana, though, that's 6 mana to cast Ancestral Recall. And
you also have to do something else, right? You have to have the 8 cards in your graveyard in order to even do that.
That's for the second time, yes.
Okay, so for the first time, you don't have to.
Right, because this creature is already prepared.
So every time that you play the Ancestral Recall after the first, you have to have 8 cards in your graveyard to exile, or you can't do it.
Correct.
There's a way around. There's a way around that, though.
Right, because if there's ways to prepare your creature without having to do the cost.
Right, there is an artifact. There is an artifact that can prepare this.
Right.
You can also blink it.
Okay, so it comes back down. You can flicker it, right?
And there's also a land in this set that prepares your creature too.
Correct.
Okay. Yeah, but then you're still spending, like Hillbilly said, you're spending 3 and 3 blue, right, to get those 3 cards.
6 cards.
Yeah.
6 mana.
Yeah, and then 3 of it has to be a blue pit, right? So
Correct.
I think that's what they're saying, that it's not as broken as like the
As people
Ancestral
think.
straight out. But if this goes into like an Urza deck, right, Lord High Artificer, where you're just pumping out blue mana like a lunatic, you're pretty much getting that 3 cards for not a lot of work, right?
Right.
Okay.
We done read this line. Tortoise is back. I'll let him read Procrastinate. Is he still here? All right. So we got Procrastinate for X and blue. So whatever you pay into X is what you get. And what it does is tap target creature, put twice X stun counters on it. So you can lock creature down with stun counters with this. Pretty good.
So Cane Shaker, just to circle back for a second on that Ancestral Recall. He'll know he's sorry. But Cane Shaker brought up a good comment. He said, as an old school player, he likes it. He likes the fact that he's seeing like a Power 9 card in today's world, right? So because as an old school player myself, in my 50s, like I'm never going to be able to buy that card, like ever. Like I missed the boat on it, right?
Right.
So to be able to play it but then as a person that collects the reserve list as well, I don't know how I'm supposed to feel about it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So, like, would I love to be able to say that I played an Ancestral Recall that wasn't a proxy? Yeah, I would. But then the reserve list collector in me is like, hey, what are you doing? They're breaking the reserve list. So I don't quite know where I stand. I really don't. Like the game player in me wants to be able to play it. Of course I do. Right. But and then the rest of the Power 9, like I've never played a Time Walk in my life, nor will I ever be able to play that card straight, right? In a game. Well, now you're going to be able to with these types of cards. So I just don't know how to digest it just yet. Like my brain hasn't wrapped around it. Am I wrong to say that?
No. All right, you want to read the next one?
Which one?
Which is the white card.
Oh, join researchers.
Yeah.
Okay. So for 2, it's a 2/2 for white and 1. It's got first strike at beginning of each end step. If an opponent has more cards in the hand than you, this creature becomes prepared, and then you can. Is that Secret Redemption?
Revengeous, something like that.
It's a 1 and 2 white, and you and target opponent each draw 3 cards. It's okay.
I don't like it. I don't want my opponent drawing cards.
Of course not.
So this to me, meh. It's not that good.
Unless you're playing a deck that punishes your opponents for card draw.
Correct.
Like if you got like a Sheoldred out there that he's going to make him eat 2 life for each one he draws, that's 6 damage and you're drawing 3 cards. So yeah, he's going to draw 3, but he's going to take a beating.
Correct.
But then again,
that would change my mind on this.
But if you had Sheoldred out there, I mean, that's kind of salty as is. So
yep. All right. Then we got Vanishing Betrayal. Vanishing Betrayal, 1 in a blue. Turn target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. Surveil 1. Pretty good bounce. Bill,
Mhm.
what do you think about it, Lone Wolf?
It reminds me of a spell long ago that I don't remember what set it was in, but you can either return target spell to a person's hand or return a permanent, and then you
Mhm.
learn. That's what that card reminds me of.
Well, there's
Yeah.
also a card in Theros that does the same thing, but it's a Scry's 1 instead.
Okay. We just read. I think we done read dictation.
Yeah, you did.
All right. I'll let you read the white one there toward us.
All right, you got Graduation Day. 1 white enchantment has repartee. I don't know how to actually say that. Whenever you cast an instant sorcery spell that targets a creature, put a +1 counter on target creature you control. So good. It's going to be powerful.
Yeah. Not
Now,
bad at all.
if that goes in like an enchantment type deck where you're constantly putting auras and stuff on a creature, you're going to be able to pump it pretty quickly. What's that?
Well, it's going to
No.
go. It's going to go in a heroic style deck with instant
Right.
sorcery.
Correct.
I can imagine that in a turtle deck too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So good.
We done looked at these lands here.
Yeah.
This is just the regular lands. I mean, not the regular lands, but the regular arts of the lands that Standard is getting.
Mhm. We read that card too.
Did we?
Yep. We read all those cards. We read all those cards. We read all those cards. We're just repeating ourselves here. Yep, we read all those cards. But yeah. Yep. Yeah, I think we went through all the spoilers already.
All right.
Wait, there's Ralzeric. I don't think we read Ralzeric yet.
No, we didn't. All right. Ralzeric, guest lecture. 3 mana with 3 loyalty. Ral is black. Wow. He usually is a exit.
Yep.
But anyway, has 4 abilities. He comes in as a 3 loyalty with +1 spell 2. -1, any number of target players each discard a card.
Right.
Then -2, return target creature card with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Then his ultimate is a -7, flip 5 coins. So here we go, coin flipping. Flip 5 coins. Target opponent skips their next X turns, where X is a number of coins that came up heads.
That's mean because there's so many cards that if you lose a coin flip, you can flip again to get what you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, in Commander it is.
Oh,
But this is the only coin flipping card so far in Standard.
Right.
So far.
if your opponent had to sit there while you took 3 turns, I mean that's pretty much game over, right? I mean that's it. You're not sitting there for 3 turns while the guy plays.
Right.
You can't.
Yep. So that means that player cannot cast nothing or do
No,
nothing.
you're just sitting there like a
And-
dummy. Might as well get up and get something to eat,
And
right?
if you're playing Commander and you get this coin flip off, the other 3 players can take advantage of that and take that player out.
Yeah, I would say that you're so salty that you're probably closing your computer down anyway.
Right.
Paper flip. We read this one. Did we read Lohord? Lorehold the Historian.
Have we read that one?
Mm-hmm.
Right, hold on. No, we have not read that one.
Okay.
I've seen it before, but we haven't read that one today.
Right.
Do you want me to read it?
Yeah, go for it.
You were just quiet.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm reading chat.
Cost 3 generic red, white, 5/5 legendary creature, Elder Dragon, Flying Haste. Each instant sorcery spell card in your hand has Miracle 2. So we read this the other day.
Mm-hmm.
At the beginning of each opponent's upkeep, you may discard a card. If you do, draw a card.
Nice.
Right. Math Mages and Arcane Omens and Archaic Agony haven't been read yet.
Okay. Mathemagics for XX blue. Target player draws 2 to the power cards. I don't know math.
That's dumb. They shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, it is. They said they made this as a joke card,
Mm.
and they didn't think it was going to stay. It's like one of the first cards they made, and they left it in the set, and now the set's stuck with.
Yep.
I'm excited for it.
Of course. You love math. and I don't mean that negatively. You just love doing all the tedious work of stuff.
So just for my own edification, right? So if you pay 2 blue and 2 other, you're going to draw 2 cards. And if you pay 4, you're going to draw 2 cards. Now you pay 4, you're going to draw 2 cards, correct?
No, it's a higher number than that.
Whatever 2 to the power is. It is so confusing to me because math was one of my worst subjects when I was in school. Now I've been out of school so many years that I don't know what 2 to the power is. Anyway,
I could stare at that all day and not figure it out.
Same here. Together as one, we done read that, ain't we?
No, Arcane Omens and Archaic Agony we haven't read.
Okay, Arcane. All right, there have these in cards like this, one in each color. I believe this is the ones they was talking about. They had these in one of each color.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, you want to read the first one there, Tom?
Together as one?
No, Arcane Omen.
No.
Arcane Omen. Sorry, it's got 4 and a black. It has Converge. Target player discards X cards, or X is the number of colors of mana spent to cast this spell.
Not bad. It's all right. Discard 5-color deck though.
Yeah.
All right. Then we got Archaic's Agony, 5 mana with 4 and a red. Has Converge. It deals X damage to target creature, where X is the number of colors of mana spent to cast this spell. Exile cards from the top of your library equal to the excess damage dealt to that creature this way. You may play those cards until the end of your next turn. So you got an extra turn to play those cards, which I like cards like that.
It's all right.
Yeah. I mean, it's all right. I mean, yeah, you got to have 5 different colors in order to be any good, to be honest. It's all right.
Bogwart Lumerant.
Go for it.
It costs a green and a black. Whenever this creature or another creature enters the battlefield, you gain 1 life.
Interesting. Where's the white?
Right.
I'm used to white gaining life, not no green and black card.
Right.
Interesting take.
Mm-hmm.
All right, then you got Grapple with Death for 1 green and a black. Destroy target artifact or creature You gain a life.
Mm-hmm.
Heated argument we did.
Yep. I think we need the last one here.
That's Oracle's Restoration. For 1 green, it's a sorcery. Target creature you control gains +1/+1 on a turn, and you draw a card and gain 1 life.
Yep, that goes with that white enchantment we saw for green white. Green white's going to care about corners.
Yep. Then pull from the grave 3 mana. Turn up to 2 target creature cards from your graveyard to your hand and gain 2 life. Not bad.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of reanimation, but you're reanimating into your hand, not on the battlefield.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but then you got Shattered Acolyte, which costs a generic and white. It's a Dwarf Warlock with lifelink 2/2. You can pay 1 to sacrifice it to destroy target artifact or enchantment.
Not terrible.
Yeah, terrible.
Then we got the bang set foils. So these are going to be foil.
They're all these cards are going to be foil at one point.
Yeah. The extended arts.
Right.
Extended art foil. Borderless cards.
Yeah.
And then here's your borderless commander cards.
Mm-hmm.
Like these are all the commanders.
Right, they are.
Of the commander decks.
Yep. Ooh, what's those? Talismans. Nice.
Yep. Getting talismans and commanders with the soul ring.
Look, you know Tom's gonna want that talisman of hierarchy because the guy in the picture looks like it could be a young Sephiroth.
That's a good point.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the last talisman.
Mm-hmm.
And Strixhaven Commander borderless foils.
All right, more talismans.
Yep.
Oh, there's the.
Then here's the Mystical Archive stock up.
Hmm.
Then we've got some Japanese cards. No, thank you. I don't know. I think this is stock up too. Yeah, it's stock up. I ain't gonna read the dang on card, dag blaggett. Japanese foils. And that is it.
The bottom of the page. You reached the bottom.
Yeah, I did.
You dug your own hole.
Yeah, I did.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Whoops. There we are.
There we are. There he is.
Not bad cards, I don't think.
No.
Those lands are Tango lands. I think they was referring to those as portal lands.
Borderlands. He called them Tango Lands. Shane Tucker did.
Yeah.
Look at Tom. He's like, I got to readjust my playmat so it fits the screen.
There we go. Now I'm feeling proud.
Yeah, I think they're calling those portal lands in this set.
Yeah. They call them
They
Soul
could-
Lands.
Yeah, I mean, that could be Tango land still. But, all lands are reprinted. So, they probably was Tango lands.
Hmm.
But I think we're going to get on over here now.
Yeah.
But anyway, folks, do appreciate your time for joining in on the Chat and Chill stream. Tortoise, thank you for joining. Lone Wolf, I appreciate y'all joining in. But for chats, please do me a big favor, though. Hit that like button. Because we'll be doing some more spoilers tomorrow afternoon around 2 o'clock. But make sure to check out Superfast Tortoise over on his stream at 11 o'clock Central Standard Time. And that'll be at 11 o'clock Central Standard Time when we do that. His link should pop up there in the chat if it's working.
Don't
There
forget,
it is.
don't forget to check out Tom's stream too.
Yeah.
No, this is it. I hope you liked it.
Yep. But anyway, you'll find me over on Tortoise's channel at 11 o'clock Central Standard Time every day, Monday through Friday. And then I will be streaming at 2 o'clock Central Standard Time. And is there anything anybody wants to say?
No, just thank you, Hillbilly. Had a great time tonight. Really appreciate it. I know we didn't get to play, but this was just as good. It was just good chatting, seeing the new cards, and just talking about all different types of things. It was a good time. Thank you.
Yeah. Awesome time. Awesome.
Okay. Anything you want to say, Tortoise or Lone Wolf?
I appreciate you having me on.
Yeah.
All righty.
See you
Well,
guys
we're-
in the morning.
All right. Well, see everybody tomorrow at 11 o'clock. And we're going to get on out of here. Thank you, channel members. Thank you, subscribers, for making the channel what it is. It's awesome. I appreciate it. When we do get to 1,500 subs, there will be a giveaway. So let's get those subs up by getting the algorithm, kick these videos out by hitting that like button, commenting, or do whatever you want to hype the videos. Also helps. And let's get this channel growing so we can do a giveaway at 1,500 subs. I'll see everybody tomorrow at 11 o'clock over on Tortoise's channel, then 2 o'clock on mine. Y'all have an awesome rest of your day. Later, everybody.
Later.